And while the number of COVID cases and hospitalizations in Ohio today are the highest we've seen in 3 weeks, we do seem to be on the downslope of this latest COVID surge overall. But in one part of the state, it's a completely different story.
The last 6 weeks, and we are definitely seeing higher COVID death numbers than what we saw last year at this time, and definitely even last year at the peak.
Tonight, News 5's Clay Lepard takes us in depth to one Northeast Ohio county where 1 out of every 4 people dying from COVID are vaccinated.
He knew something was wrong.
Just about every day.
He was not against the vaccine, but was leery of its unknowns.
Tuscarawas County Health Commissioner Katie Seward scans the local paper and the obituaries for the faces of this deadly disease.
It's starting to be so much more common that we read them, and the individual's family states that, they weren't vaccinated and they were on the fence about it, and they're pleading with the public to, do what they didn't.
She's long past feelings of frustration and fatigue as the county still deals with the lingering impacts from this latest wave.
We all want COVID to be over, but unfortunately that's just not the reality of the situation.
Between the beginning of September through last week, health department data shows 75 people in Tuscarawas County died from COVID-19, including 15 in just the last 7 days. Even more alarming, that same data shows 28% of those people who died during that same stretch were fully vaccinated.
Difficult thing is that I can't find a common denominator between them, and they range in age from 33 all the way to 95 with an average age of 72, and there's nothing that links them all together.
I'm waiting to see the end of it.
For Tracy Kenny, the new numbers mean a little more. Almost exactly a year ago, her husband Harry was rushed to this hospital in Dover, where he would spend the next several weeks before COVID-19 took away his life.
This Saturday, he would have been 50.
Nowadays, she hears the noise from others, leery or outright against getting the COVID vaccine.
I'm just like, why don't you talk to somebody who's been on the other side? Because you might think about it a little bit different.
It's a county that still trails the statewide average when it comes to percent of the population vaccinated.
Vaccinated individuals are going to continue to be at risk when the majority of your population is unvaccinated, because the unvaccinated population is still going to transmit and continue to allow spread and potential variants to occur.
For Tracy Kenny, she hopes sharing her own nightmare will shine a new light for others.
He did cause several people who were against the shot to get it because of Harry. They were vaccinated.
In Tuscarawas County.
So that makes me proud, and I know it would make him proud too.
Clay Lepard, News 5.